And it's Gary Spain here for Irish Football Fan TV with my 3 talking points on Republic of Ireland 0, Ukraine 1. First thing I want to talk about, and look, we have to talk about it again. It's and I didn't think we'd be talking about it in this campaign, but it's Stephen Kenny in or Stephen Kenny out, because it's 2 very, very disappointing defeats. Armenia, look, they're not a good side, and they beat us on Saturday and probably deserved to win. We were up against the second string Ukraine side today. They made 10 changes from Sunday, and frankly I thought they deserved to win. And no, I'm not actually necessarily saying it's Stephen Kenny out, but I think it's going to be back on the discussion again. One thing I did notice, the 89th minute from the singing section, and it was, I think it was clearly a show of support from the fans in the stadium that they were singing "Walking in a Kenny Wonderland," and he's definitely got the support of the fans, and he always has that. Going back to November, I think the scoreless draw against Portugal, or even going on to the win in Luxembourg. Look, we finished the year on a real high. Went on to March. 2 really good results: the draw with Belgium, the win, albeit very late, against Lithuania. So we had been on and up. We'd had a really good run of results, scored over 20 goals. So I was very optimistic coming into this Nations League campaign, and but it has been very disappointing. I think there is going to be a lot of discussion in the media over the next week or so. It does put a lot more pressure on Saturday's game, and how does? Well, I'd love to know your thoughts in the comments. I mean, what does he need? I don't think it's going to be a decision in the next couple of days, but depending on how the next 2 games go, and Scotland at home here on Saturday is going to be absolutely crucial, because that is a winnable game. It's not going to be an easy game to win, but it is very winnable. Ukraine away in Poland next Tuesday, that's going to be a lot tougher. I think we might see a lot more of their regular starters, and I think it'll be very tough to get a win. I think a point in Łódź would be a fantastic result, but well, let me know your thoughts in the comments. I know what the thoughts are of the fans behind the goal in 114. They're definitely still backing Stephen. What do you think? I think it's going to be a debate. I think there's going to be a lot of strong feelings either way. But how crucial is the Scotland game? And, well, do you think the results in the next couple of games should decide his future, or come what may, we're sticking with Stephen Kenny? We're going forward to September and on to the Euros. Love to know your thoughts in the comments, because I think this debate is going to run for the next week anyway. Second thing I want to talk about is the Nations League. How important is it? And for me, it's very important. We haven't got, look, frankly, under Martin O'Neill or under Stephen Kenny, we haven't got the very good results. I think it's 12 Nations League games we've played now, and we haven't won any. There's not too many countries still waiting on a first Nations League win. I know our neighbours Northern Ireland are one of them, and it is the likes of, I think you're down to the likes of San Marino and Andorra. I'm not even sure if there's any more. Maybe you can check it. I will actually research it for the next day, but maybe you can let me know in the comments. But I think it's very important for a number of reasons. So first of all, the last 2 Nations League campaigns, even though they've been very disappointing, they have resulted in us getting playoffs for qualification. The first Nations League campaign got us a playoff, even though we finished bottom of our group. And the last one we clearly missed out. And I think we're going to miss out again, because we're probably looking at 3rd or 4th place. We are very much in a relegation battle now with Armenia, unless results change dramatically. And I think relegation to League C would be pretty much a disaster financially for the FAI, but even for the fans, for the type of opposition we'd have here. I don't think third or fourth place. Third, maybe a good third at a push would be good enough for a playoff, because the way it's changed now is there's 16 teams in League A and there's 16 in League B. The 20 teams that qualify through the groups, the qualification groups next year, if we finished, let's say, 9th to 12th in third place in League C, we would need a significant number of the League B teams to finish ahead of us, probably our best route for a playoff, or else it's going to get very difficult with all the teams ahead of us in A as well. So, and the other thing is, unless we win our group or finish a really good second, we're going to be third seeds for the qualifying draw for Euro 2024. And we could end up with a really rotten draw, because it's could well likely, looking at some of the results that have happened already, the likes of England or France could well be second seeds. And so you could have a total nightmare draw and get the likes of the Dutch or the Italians, and then the English or the French. God, we'd be behind the 8 ball before the playoffs or the group even started. I know it happened to Northern Ireland in the last campaign when they got the Germans and the Dutch, and they really they had very little chance of qualifying realistically even before they kick a ball. So how important do you think the Nations League is? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. I think it's very important, and unfortunately it's not going right for us at the moment. Third thing I want to talk about, and I do want to end this on a positive, because I want to talk about Nathan Collins. I'm not sure who picked our man of the match, and I presume it's our man of the match. It was given to Jason Knight, who I thought actually started very well and had a good first half. Had a decent game overall. He probably definitely justified his selection. But for me, and I know some of the people around me here in the press box, our best player tonight, head and shoulders above anybody else, was Nathan Collins. And he looks to the manner born in our defence. He was absolutely superb, got some great blocks in, and also was leading some of the attacks as well. So look, it's great to see. I think he could very quickly become a mainstay in our defence. And the other thing that's up for discussion, Burnley have just got relegated. I know he's not long as a regular for them, but maybe with these performances, is he looking at a move to a Premier League club in the summer? I know Burnley fans won't thank me for that one, but he certainly looks like he'll be starring for Burnley in the Championship if he doesn't get a move to the Premier League. So what do you think? For me, I don't think there's even a doubt that he was our best player tonight. What do you think? Do you agree with Jason Knight as our man of the match? I'm assuming, I think most people would have said maybe a Ukraine player deserved man of the match, but I think it normally is an Irish player. So on a positive note, Nathan Collins, he looks already like he's going to be a nailed on starter for quite a while to come.